dads make a difference. Kids with engaged fathers are more likely to become economically successful as adults and twice as likely to go to college. The support of dads in early childhood pays off a child's entire life. But being a father, especially a young father, can be difficult. That's where Fathers Making Progress comes in. This Milwaukee organization helps fathers be their best, offering support and guidance. We are joined today by Terron Edwards, the founder and president of Fathers Making Progress. Thank you so much for being with us and joining us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me here. Yeah, I'm excited.
How did Fathers Making Progress get started?
Well, Fathers Making Progress and the story of FMP is kind of, in a lot of ways, the story of me. I was a teen dad. I myself moved to the city, after I lost my dad. My dad was, he died in violence. He was murdered. There's no other way to say it. So, anyway, my mother's family support was here. So we came here. As those statistics you just read about fatherlessness, I was once a part of those statistics where I was really, really troubled as a young person trying to find my way. It wasn't until I actually became a dad myself. I was a teenage dad, which became technically another statistic, but it was actually a turn for the better because it just helped me, find focus and want to do something different with myself. I was able to find my way just through the crew vision of wanting to be somebody for somebody else, led to, a life mission of me helping other people figure that out. So Fathers Making Progress, the roots of it started with, Head Start when my sons were a little older. I just got tired of being the only guy there, so center director actually challenged me. I was sent to some trainings, became a facilitator. It was there my first group started. That was back in 2003. A year later, I started an internship at a workforce program. Shout out to the New Hope Project and some of the most beautiful, workforce stuff that we were able to do. But workforce policy project where we worked on, it was a policy organization that worked on workforce solutions. So basically we show hey, this is what work policy wise, and we will demonstrate how this works.
Right.
And a lot of our programs were geared towards non-custodial parents, who were usually fathers, they're usually dads. So it was just a natural marriage there, So I started the groups there because I saw it was just so fun to do. It was just fun. So I just started it out of passion. But I quickly learned that the guys that came to the groups did better than the guys that didn't in the workforce program. And so years later, through, just different demonstrations, some related to reentry, some related to just, better work opportunities, some related to, anger management or some other things, child support. So Fathers Making Progress was born, back in 2005. So next year we'll actually celebrate our 20-year anniversary as a movement. Some of those original guys who came for the, maybe the child support forgiveness, the offers of work stuff, say, hey, that all that stuff is cool, but hey, this is the best circle I ever had. I want to keep going with this. So it was from that the movement itself was born. And 4 years ago, it actually became an organization, and it was started where, some of those guys, some of those original guys, some of those guys who've been around, in some cases 10 years, 12 years, were able to come with me and actually serve as our original inaugural board, for Fathers Making Progress.
Young fathers, the emphasis is on young fathers because it has the longest runway for making a difference in the lives of the fathers and of their children.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, because one of the reasons we emphasize with young fathers is because our mission is to improve generational cycles, So it's just we do this, it's if we really want to make an impact, or the deepest impact in fatherhood, it's we're peeling back layers, before folks have these issues where they've been estranged from their children for so long, or when folks have just kind of this pain and trauma and all those things that related to fatherlessness, we can start when the baby's first born or, when the baby's new, and just cultivating, stronger relationships, making sure guys have stronger tools and, not just stronger tools to be fathers and men, but stronger tools to be husbands and co-parents, is a big emphasis. We're actually starting a new co-parenting program, so, because, we are better together. I mean, fatherlessness, in studies show, it's programs like ours can equip men to do these, to do great things and to have the tools. But that may not necessarily translate into what it needs to translate into if they don't have strong relationships with their kids' mothers, So it's just a lot easier to achieve that, or more fruitful to achieve that. We're going to help anybody. If I'm say that first and foremost, we got guys who come who are dads and granddads, but it's just, we're talking about repair or repairing harms that haven't been done yet. That's a lot easier to do with the 20-year-old who has a new baby than a 39-year-old who's trying to get back in the life of his teenager.
It seems from what you said about the program that it's a combination of a couple of different things that is the secret sauce. You have classes that you offer that provide men with some tools to be better parents. But it also sounds like there's an incredible mentoring process of men talking to and being with each other.
Definitely. One of our flagship offerings, if you will, is a program called Fathers Building Fathers. And one of the things I love about Fathers Building Fathers is when you come to Fathers Building Fathers, even if I'm there, which I like to come, I just love to come because it's such a great environment, but it's not, folks listening to Terron talk. What it is if Fathers Building Fathers, you're going to get real dads just like you who've probably been through the class before and have trained to facilitate the class and basically give back to the next generations of guys who are coming to the class. So it's literally Fathers Building Fathers. And not only that, in the facilitator, you'll get other members of FMP. We have an alumni base. Our membership is awesome, because like I said, guys come back. So you'll get guys who've been a part of the movement, and the facilitator who's been a part of this class once upon a time, so they're all kind of wrapping their arms around the new guy who we're also learning from too, because, even if he's a first time dad at 19 or 20 years old, he has some experiences that we haven't had, so it's kind of an iron sharpen iron, information sharing. But yeah, mentorship, brotherhood, however you want to slice it, it's a great mixture of education, strong social circles, and, just authenticity and love.
Real quickly, you have an event coming up later in June, a Joyless Celebration. Quickly tell us about that.
Oh, yeah. This is our second annual. I'm so proud of this. This is our second annual Fathers Making Progress Awards Gala. So on Father's Day Friday, we're going to give flowers to everyday dads. So Father's Day, which, is June 16th, that Friday, June 14th, we're going to give awards to 6 different men and actually 1 woman, and I'll explain that in a second, from our community. Once again, it's just like a lot of times, even when I didn't get to pick the winners. I didn't pick the winners. We had folks, kind of tell stories and send in, nominees, and we had a anonymous panel who picked the winners, but I did have the pleasure of letting folks know who won. So as I'm calling these men, it's amazing, I'm getting are you sure it's me? Really, I don't, so basically it's just like, dude, take your flowers. So it's just amazing. This is an opportunity to give flowers to real dads, on Father's Day. We have 6 different categories. We have a rookie dad of the year. We have, so that's going to be given to, like we just talked about, these young fathers. This is a young guy who's doing some, pretty great things with his twins. His name is Thomas Leonard. We actually know who the winners are. His name's Thomas Leonard. We have a community dad of the year, Amin Allen, who is been to more FMP events and helped out with stuff than some staff members actually have. We have a girl dad of the year who's Elijah Barron. He's been coming to the daddy-daughter dance and bring his daughter since the inception. We have a comeback father of the year. His name is Mr. Andron Lane. Andron is someone who's spent a lot of his time, incarcerated behind bars, but has come home and just really not only not going back to prison, but he stands in the gap for so many men, as far as wellness and health and just kind of creating some great spaces. And he's a great dad to his son too. We also have Trailblazer Father of the Year. This is actually one of my mentors, Bishop Larvey Buck, who has not only been a great family father for his family, but has been there for so many of us who now do the work today. And, you know, now get into the mom. We have something new that we're adding. This is a co-parenting award, you know, co-parenting a couple of the year, where we actually have a couple who are no longer romantically involved. You know, this is, you know, Ajamu Butler, who does a lot of good work in the community, and his, you know, kid's mother, Miss Tia, who they're no longer romantically involved, but they just have a great relationship. You know, for the sake of their son, they consider themselves family. I mean, they're doing it right, you know, because, I mean, it's better together, right? So we want to honor that, you know, so this is a chance for us to honor, you know, these folks who are just doing some, you know, great stuff, but don't always get the recognition for it.
Well, it sounds like an exciting time. Most importantly, this is an incredible program for families and for men and for the community. So we appreciate the work you do.
Oh, thank you.
If you would like to get more information about Fathers Making Progress, you can visit the website, fathersmakingprogress.org. We'll be right back. Stay with us.